group of Turks, from a region called Anatolia, saw themselves as warriors for Islam. The best of them was a man called Osman, and his followers were known as the Ottomans. He created a small Muslim state for his people, and his successors expanded it through buying land, alliances and war. Their main advantage was their use of gunpowder, invented in China. Instead of archers, they relied on foot soldiers with muskets, a type of gun. They also used cannons to help attack fortified settlements. In 1361, they captured the second most important Byzantine city, Adrianople. They treated the people they conquered well. They used local officials instead of replacing them with Ottomans, and improved the lives of peasants. Muslims they conquered had to fight in their army, and pay a religious tax. Non-Muslims were allowed to not join the army, as long as they paid slightly higher taxes instead. Mehmed II was one of the most famous Ottoman rulers. The population of Constantinople had fallen from millions to 50,000 by this time, but its location meant it was easy to defend, and could control access to the Black Sea from the Mediterranean Sea or vice versa. In 1453, Mehmed attacked the city. They used cannons to attack the city walls, but their navy was stopped from helping the attack because of a chain that was blocking the Bosporus Strait. Mehmed solved this problem by getting his men to drag their ships across land, into the Byzantine harbor. They could now attack the city from more than one side, and after 7 more weeks, they captured Constantinople. Mehmed was extremely tolerant, allowing all races and religions into the city. Another famous Ottoman was Suleiman I, who expanded the Ottoman Empire to its largest size. He captured several European cities near the Mediterranean, then landed in northern Africa. In 1526, he invaded Hungary and Austria, reaching as far as Vienna, where he was stopped. Just like Justinian, he updated and created a new code of laws. He also lowered taxes, and reduced government bureaucracy, making people's lives better. The government was mostly run by a group of slaves, in a system called devshirme. The slaves were boys captured from Christian lands, who were educated by soldiers and converted to Islam. Suleiman also used these slaves to create an army of soldiers that were loyal only to him, called janissaries. Due to the fact that these boys could rise to important jobs in the government or military, some Christian families actually paid for the Ottomans to take their children. Suleiman allowed other religious groups to exist, though leaders of these groups had to answer to him. He encouraged education and had beautiful buildings built during his reign. Unfortunately for the Ottomans, he killed his most talented son, and exiled another, leaving the least qualified son to take over when he died. Other rulers then began a tradition of killing their siblings, and imprisoning their sons, so that no one could challenge them. This led to a series of weak leaders and the empire slowly began to fall apart. It finally disappeared after being on the losing side during World War I.